Now that you have the most important building blocks for your site, it's time to focus on your website security. Josh is here to take you through the various tools and integrations that you're going to need to implement into your site to ensure its security.
Okay, welcome back everyone. Josh Weber here with Big Red Jelly. Now that you have a website, or perhaps your website is close to going live, you might be wondering, what do I need to do to secure my website? What should I be doing to make sure that my website is protected from malicious attacks? Or in case something bad happens and I mess up the website as I'm editing it, how do I make sure that it's not the end of the world or the end of my website, right? There are some pretty standard best practices that we would suggest here. And of course, where I would suggest going is digital.bigredjelly.com, and hovering over the security tab here, you'll notice that there are several security options and what we would consider best practices for a website. Someone once told me, in today's day and age, when it comes to something bad happening to your website or your online platform, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It really has become a pretty intricate and scary digital world out there. There's a lot of potential for things going wrong. So the first thing that we recommend is getting what's called an SSL certificate. Okay, so what is an SSL certificate? I'm going to very simply explain it. It's this little lock symbol that you see appear in your browser, right? It's also when you see HTTPS, right? If it's just HTTP or you don't see the lock symbol, often you'll get a little disclaimer, a little pop-up that says website not secure, or it will say not secure up here in the browser. An SSL certificate essentially creates a secure digital tunnel that blocks hackers and thieves from seeing usernames, passwords, credit card numbers, and other valuable data that is being entered in on a website, right? When you go to a website, it's not uncommon for you to enter in your phone number, your personal information, your contact information, and if you're buying products online, your credit card information. So when you're shopping online, or you're even just on a website, you should check to see if there's an SSL certificate. This has become paramount and almost, in my opinion, should be a requirement for anyone who's serious about their online business, right? So in short, when a visitor enters an SSL protected website, the SSL certificate automatically creates a secure, encrypted connection with the browser. So your site is most secure when the SSL is deployed on all your pages and all of your subdomains. So my recommendation, when your website's ready to go live, go purchase an SSL certificate. These are pretty inexpensive, under $100 a year, gets you this lock symbol. Your website visitors are going to feel safe, they're going to feel secure, they know their information is encrypted. And also Google and other search engines are going to like your website a little bit more. When I say like, I mean rank a little bit higher. They're going to promote your website organically more than if it was unsecure or insecure. The other things I'd recommend is what's called a website backup. So website backups to me are so important because we've used these before for some of my own websites, where you might mess something up, right? You're in there designing and your website crashes, or you have an intern who's designing a page and they delete the home page, or something just horrible happens, or maybe it does get compromised by some outside source. A website backup is where your host provider or the security provider takes a backup of your website, kind of a copy of your website every day or frequently throughout the month. And so if something bad happens, you can pull up the saved version from the day before. We've used this before when we've made a mistake designing our own website, or when a website has been compromised or a plugin has caused it to crash. We can, worst case scenario, bring up the website from yesterday and we're back to normal. So I recommend a website backup. It's almost like website security, or website insurance rather. Website security, there's some pretty neat stuff in here like malware protection and firewall. This is what's going to help protect your website from potential hackers and people trying to infiltrate your website, hack in through your login portal perhaps, or gather personal information, or just go into your website and then kick you out. So having a firewall to prevent hackers, having malware scanning to see if there's any type of spammy malware that's trying to piggyback on your website, it's a great resource to have, and all of these are very affordable. Now, there are advanced security and support options here which you can explore as well for maybe larger business websites where you want an extra layer of security. Maybe you're a large e-commerce business and you want that extra layer of security, especially because so much payment information is being exchanged. That's something I would encourage you to look into as well. So thanks for tuning in, you guys. Again, it's not a matter of if your website could experience some negative occurrence, but it's a matter of when, unfortunately. But you can take steps that will protect your website, or at least ensure that your website can be backed up, and you can give a sense of security to your website visitors, which is very important as well. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to tune in to the next video to learn more.